Hi there, Dolly friends. I'm sure you all know little Gretchen from Little Gretchen's workshop. I'll put a picture of her channel here. If for some reason you don't know her, you really should go check out her channel. She is an amazing person and a miniature artist. She's been doing it since she was a little girl, and she really, really inspires me, like significantly. Well, she has a beautiful rooming house, which she's been working on for a while, and she has a lot of dolls living there. There's a lot of activity going on, and she called me and said her assistant would be in touch with me regarding a proposition, and her assistant contacted me and said that there were actually some orphans at the rooming house and there was just no more room. They are bursting at the seams. So I said that I would take them in since I acquired that abandoned doll house. First little mama wanted to take them into her nursery, but she mostly has babies there. There was another reason why little mama's not going to be able to do that, but we have room for them and we will take them in, and I want you to meet them. Gretchen, as kind as she is, also included some extra little goodies, so I want to share those with you. Well, she told me there was a family of 3. And I'll have you meet them. There is, we'll just call her little sister for now. And she has just the prettiest little face. And I love her polka dot red dress, a little girl after my own heart. And here's Big Brother. And you can see that they're related. I love his little bow tie. Of course, they were dressed very magnificently for travel, which I would expect nothing less from Gretchen. And this is their baby sister, who I just love. She has kind of an old face for being a baby, but she is a baby indeed, which you can see because she's wearing a diaper. And I absolutely love her shocking green eyes and her darling dress with the Peter Pan collar. I would completely wear this dress. And aren't they just so sweet and so nice, dressed so nicely for travel? I wish my kids would dress up like that when we went somewhere. But what I didn't realize is that a governess came with them. So here is the young governess. Sorry about the lighting, there's a shadow in here. Here is the pretty young governess and her little sister. So they were sent along to mind the children, and the children have become so attached to them that the young woman has decided she is going to adopt all these children, and they will be staying at Storks Landing. And I will remind you of Storks Landing in a few minutes. We'll go over there and see how they do. So they're just settling in. I don't know much about them other than that. And they've come all the way from the rooming house across the country. And please go check out Gretchen's channel so you can see the rooming house and how full it is and why there was no room for them. And I fear I may be heading in that direction. But it's all good. I'm so happy to have them here. Thanks so much, Gretchen. Now let me show you the other things she sent. She sent this cute little trunk, which is just teeming with possibilities. So I can't wait to start sanding and painting and see what I can make out of this. I love little boxes and things like this. I've always loved little boxes. So thank you for that. This is a really cool pin. It used to be a brooch, but it could make a nice wall hanging, or this may have to go in my chemist cabinet and be in an animation thing, a little more avant-garde. some baby bottles, which will be perfect for all the children we have here. And this cool falcon statue. I really like this. Give you a closer look at it here. So that may have to go in the other house, in the parlor there, where I have the Hear No Evil monkeys. Very cool. Look at this cool little Coleman lantern, a little camping lantern. Well, suppose somewhere down the line there'll have to be a garden, an outdoor garden or a camper. This is really neat. And it has a little light and everything. And a cute little tea set, cute little floral pattern tea set. This could be for some of my larger babies. Sorry about that glare. And a little grandfather clock. That's cute. It opens and everything. I think that will look good in the stork house. They have a nice living room that needs a little more furnishings in there. So I think this will look really nice in there. And this piece, which I'm actually very excited about because I know exactly what I want to use this for. This is a windowed cupboard, as you can see. It's got one shelf on the bottom, and then the top cupboard, I think, didn't have a shelf. The top cupboard didn't have a shelf, but I could always add shelves, dividers, whatever I want. But this will be the first piece that I actually have for my infirmary. Just imagine this filled with linens and cotton balls and jars and medicines and bandages, everything that you need to take care of sick people. I am going to have, I've mentioned before, I'm going to have a little infirmary or hospital in my doll's house, the shelf house, which doesn't have a name. And this will be perfect for that. So I'd like to kind of, modify it a little bit. And I know Gretchen knows all about the fun you have doing that. So I'm sure that's why she sent this to me. I think I'd like to maybe round the corners, and I'd like to do something to it so that it might look like it's a little bit of worn metal, perhaps. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off. I have some ideas. I might change the handles so that it looks older, and this will definitely be going in there. I do want it to have a white color, but yeah, maybe some black handles. It's gonna be perfect, and I can't wait to start finding things for it. It's not easy to find medical doll's house things. I have looked online, and there is actually a miniature artist. If I can find the name, I'll put it here. And she makes incredible pieces, which I cannot afford. Thank you so much, Gretchen, for sending the children and for all these wonderful things. It's so thoughtful and generous of you. I really appreciate it. Let's go over to Storks Landing and see how the dolls are settling in. Well, here's Storks Landing. If you didn't see the video where I acquired this cute little dollhouse, please go back and check it out. And here's why we're calling it Storks Landing. Look at all these children. All right, let's bring everyone here. Well, looks like the kids are settling in up in the nursery, and the young girl is interested in the sewing room and wants to see what's going on there. No one's helping out in the kitchen, unfortunately. She's still in here by herself doing all the cooking and serving, but it's okay. The young governess is in here meeting the other people in the neighborhood and that live in this doll's house. And they were happy to receive the gift of the grandfather clock. So we'll let them settle in and I'll let you know how they're getting along as time goes on. Thank you so much for stopping by to see my special delivery from Gretchen. Come back next time and visit me in the doll cupboard. I think I'm going to be working on that medical cabinet. I'm obsessed.